All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome to part 2 of my garage transformation video. If this is your first time visiting the channel, thanks. But also, you need to subscribe and also click that bell. Get notified every time I upload a new video. I upload once a week at a minimum, sometimes twice a week. All right, but part 2, all about the garage floor. We're gonna prep it, we're gonna epoxy it, and we're gonna clear coat it. If you haven't seen part 1, I'll have a link somewhere up here or down below in the descriptions of part 1. Go watch part 1, then come back. I'll be here, I promise. All right, step 1. Let's use our Rust-Oleum cleaner and degreaser. The way I did it, guys, is I kind of pre-soaked the heavy spots or the spots that have a lot of built-up grease, and then I added some water, sprayed everything down. Made sure I had a good amount of water in there, guys. Really dilute the degreaser because it's kind of strong. And then once I was comfortable with that, I went ahead and grabbed my shop brush. Had some really tough bristles, and I worked in the degreaser into those heavy spots. Once I was good with that, I moved on to using my 15-inch surface cleaner attachment with my pressure washer. If this is available, guys, I highly recommend using it. If not, you just use a little bit more elbow grease and really work in the degreaser with a good brush. All right, everybody, we got the garage done. We got the roof painted, bottom layer level painted, and we got the roof strip rolled around. Easy part is done. Now we're gonna move on to the floor. I'm gonna be using a product from Behr. It's our one-step epoxy. So slate gray color. Boom. Should go on pretty well. And I got some Rust-Oleum blue chips we're gonna throw on top. First, we're gonna start with the corners and then work our way in. Let's get to work. We're done with the edges. Now let's move on to the actual floor. I like to work in a 2 foot by 2 foot section. This just is easier for me to actually roll on and apply the flakes. If you're doing it by yourself, it's much easier. You'll see here, there's no wrong or right way about applying the flakes, guys. Just get creative. Go ahead, find the right amount that you want, and just throw them on there. It's important to make sure you do this now while the paint is still wet, so it kind of gives the chips some time to absorb into the paint. That way, when you're ready to clear, they're not moving all over the place or they get stuck on your brush. Guys, it's time to prep the epoxy shield clear coating. It's very simple, guys. Just make sure to mix part B into part A. The bag has a perforation in it, so all you have to do is just add a little pressure, and you'll see here how it just pops the seal. And at this point, you just want to make sure you mix part B and part A together really well. The instructions say about 2 to 4 minutes, so go ahead and do that. And make sure you get a nice, good mix, guys. You really want these two parts to mix well because this is going to be the bond, so it needs to activate. Also, guys, really quick too, please make sure to use gloves and a respirator or at least a mask. This stuff is very stinky. It has a real strong odor and you don't want to get this stuff on your hands or on your face, so make sure you wear gloves and a good respirator. Now, once you got both sections mixed really well, go ahead and make a small slit on the corner of the bag and start pouring it into your bucket. Make sure that you use a bucket that you're probably going to plan on getting rid of, guys. Towards the end, this bucket was useless for me, so I just ended up getting rid of it. Alright guys, now it's time to add the anti-skid. Make sure you pour it in and mix it into the epoxy at the same time, guys. You want to get a good even spread of this stuff. If not, it's just going to clump up in your tray and it's not going to spread evenly on the floor. Alright guys, we made it. We're at the finish line. Let's go ahead and apply this clear coat. One thing to keep in mind, you have about 45 minutes to work with the product before it's hardened and you can apply it. But at the same time, you want to go ahead and take your time with this. Make sure you get good, even coverage, because this is the clear coat, guys. This is going to make your floor pop. So you want to make sure you got it spread out evenly across your floor. Guys, we're done. Now just sit back, give it a few days, and let it cure. All right guys, here's our final product. It's been 7 days, so I had enough time to cure, and it looks awesome. Remember guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell so you can get notified whenever I upload new videos. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.